So 2026 is set to be a very busy year, a year of high-profile criminal trials. Nick Reiner, accused of murdering his parents, Rob Reiner and wife Michelle. Luigi Mangioni, facing state and federal charges in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Rex Heuermann waiting trial in connection with the Gilgo Beach murders. And then you've got Alex Murdaugh, who's appealing his conviction for killing his wife and son. And Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin. It's going to be a busy year in the courtroom. In focus, Brian Claypool, criminal defense attorney. Thank you very much for talking to us, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Julie.
This was just one of the worst years as far as violent deaths in America. And now in 2026, those alleged suspects will face the courts. Do you expect any surprises in any of the legal cases that I just listed?
Yeah, Julie, what I'm hoping doesn't happen in 2026 in the legal forum is a concept called juror nullification. What do I mean by that? Where defense lawyers are going to make arguments to the jury that somebody like a Tyler Robinson or a Luigi Mangioni should be excused for their behavior, really due to political views, right? Basically, I think their lawyers are going to try to get jurors to ignore the mountain of forensic and physical evidence that supports murder convictions, and instead hope that because of the political climate we live in across the country, that jurors just ignore that. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen in the Mangioni and Tyler Robinson case, and to some respects, even in the Nick Reiner case.
They've already defended. I mean, in the Nick Reiner case, the court is already protecting his son. I mean, he wasn't shown on camera. They said that he was on suicide watch. They're using, obviously, a defense of mental incapability when he wasn't even at his arraignment, remember, because they hadn't cleared him, which is standard in Los Angeles County. But already it seems like they're setting some sort of defense up to protect this man from the public.
Yeah, that's a great point, Julian. I think that's where we're trending, and it's disappointing. I mean, think about it. You mentioned Nick Reiner getting, catered with his treatment, and what about Mangioni? His lawyers fighting to not have him wear an orange, jumpsuit in court. Well, last time I checked, that guy's charged with, a brutal murder. And the same thing with Tyler Robinson.
Exactly.
We don't want to have any media attention on this case at all.
No, he looks, when Tyler Robinson steps into court, he looks like he's going off to Nantucket. I mean, this person is accused of a heinous murder, and already they're trying to paint him out as something different than a suspect in a murder case. Meantime, the Supreme Court is also going to be very busy. They are set to hear a number of pivotal cases this year, many revolving around President Trump's policies. So on the docket, let's take a look. Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship, the legality of using a national emergency to impose tariffs, the president's authority to fire leaders of independent agencies, and bans on conversion therapy and transgender athletes in women's sports. Let's just go down the list there. What say you?
Well, let's see. The first one on the birthright citizenship, Julie, I think that's going to be the hardest one for President Trump. I think if he loses on any of those four, it's likely to be that one. Why? Because there's a 14th Amendment right. It says it in the Constitution that if you're born here, then you're a citizen. It would require a 2/3 vote in Congress, both parts of Congress, to allow an amendment to the Constitution. I don't think that's going to happen. And then moving down to some of the other ones, I think Trump's already won for the most part on firing government employees. And then you've got the transgender athletes. I think he's got a good chance at prevailing on that, and also on the conversion therapy, because those topics, Julie, they allow for more interpretation legally. That's what you need for the Supreme Court to rule in his favor, versus like this birthright citizenship, where that's grounded in the United States Constitution.
It is protected by the Constitution. So I agree with you there that that's probably going to be the one that's not going to stick. Women playing in women's sports. I think it's pretty clear that there are men and there are women, and it's unfair for men to play in women's sports. But that's all the time we have. Thank you so much.